My most important advice would be to really get to know your teachers. The people who work here because they love working with students. So ask them questions, go see them outside of class, get involved with them. They're happy to write letters of recommendation. They're happy to be references for you if you're looking for a job. And just really get engaged with your teachers. They're here to help you, and they're a really, really good resource. You should take advantage of that.
Students need to be committed, come to class, do the reading, participate. I mean, really put their 100% effort into going to school. And I think, one of the things that I think students who are really successful do well is explore. So find a topic that interests you and follow it, even if it's not what you're going to do for the rest of your life.
Well, I have a lot of advice for students. You'll have to come to Westminster to get all of it, but a few things would be really come to Westminster and develop your sense of curiosity. I think we're a place that welcomes curiosity. I'd encourage students to take risks, really challenge themselves. I think the things that I've learned in life have mostly come from failures, and I find a lot of my students are worried about failure when in fact it's a strength. Finally, read, and read more. Read outside your classes, read for fun, read for pleasure, read things that you don't know anything about. It'll serve you well.
The piece of advice I have for students that are coming in to have academic success is to keep on top of their studying regularly. So studying cannot happen like the night that homework is due or the night before an exam. It has to happen all the time. And so that's every day or every other day. You're opening your book, you're reading your lecture notes, and you're keeping involved in your class. You're not putting things off for a week at a time.
So I think the most important thing for students is to take responsibility for their own learning, that they need to engage in their learning. I think if you're here at Westminster College just to sort of tick off the boxes, here's these classes that I need to graduate, here are the classes that I need for my major, and so I can get this degree and move on with my life, I think you're in the wrong place. But that's not what Westminster College is about. I want students to actually be active and engaged in the reason why they're here, which is about the learning. And I think what all of our college classes here should give you is the ability to think, the ability to reason, the ability to use your faculties of logic to be able to come to rigorous conclusions, defensible conclusions. These are all valuable skills, and the learning process is just being able to enjoy that.
If students are willing to take that extra step and to learn about themselves and know what they need help with and when they need to ask for help, that's a key component to their being successful at Westminster.
My advice for students is that there is no such thing as a perfect student, or there's no such thing as the student you should be or have to be, but really pay attention to what your strengths are, and whatever needs you have, there's a way to approach that. And so rather than thinking of school as a competitive playground like high school may have been, it's more about your learning experience and it's more about your progress. And there's a way to think about learning for every single student, and it's all different. So don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't be in a race to a finish line. This is about you and your time.